All right, welcome everyone to CGL here as we get started with the Stage 1 playoffs here for the EU Grand Master tier. My name is Dextron. I am joined by Geo here. Geo, man, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I am doing good because I'm very excited to dig into today's matchup as it will be delving into the playoffs now, the final hurdle, right,
Mhm.
of this season 11 journey that these teams have been on. And we're going to have a little look at the bracket here. Not a very big bracket, but it does show the journey that these teams will need to be on
Mhm.
as it'll be Metha Gaming up against EMC Valhalla to take on Fure further down the line.
Yeah, if you're able to beat Vale Esports in their matchup 3-1, like you said, winner of this one does meet them in that next round. But while we're talking about these teams, let's introduce Metha Gaming here first, I believe. So the starting lineup for Metha is Danny Fan 0510, Kill Perfect Pot Rockle, Sasa, and Legacy.
Yes, Metha is an all Spanish team, so they are representing Spain. In fact, a few of them are literally trying to represent Spain in the Overwatch World Cup. They're trying out for it, so we've got some heavy hitters here from the Iberian Peninsula. And we were joking about how we were going to say Pop Rocco's name wrong when we
Yep.
came to it. So bear with us, bear with us. But on the other side of things, we do have the roster of EMC Valhalla. It is spooky. It is KGF there. That is your DPS lineup. You've got Dirty there on the tank line with G2D and Asta for the support lineup. And if the icons are anything to go off for both of these teams, it does look like it might just be Brawl versus Poke.
Hey, I mean, sometimes logos do not do not show everything here, but we
True.
do know our first map that we will be going into in this series. It is the map you're currently seeing of Lijiang Tower. Loser will pick the next map as it is always, but Lijiang Tower, Geo, is a map that I always see a lot in a lot of tournaments. It's a map that I feel like everyone kind of sees as a warm-up map because there's so many different playstyles you can play on this map.
Yeah, it's a great map to get a feeling of what your opponent's going to come at you with because each map kind of allows a team to have a selection of choices of compositions that usually work for it. Of course, you've got like the big outside gardens all the way to the inside control center, and it really just starts to show what kind of compositions these teams prefer, and it really sets the pace basically for what the battle will look like for the rest of the series, and that's why I really enjoy Lijiang.
Yeah, I really enjoy Lijiang too, mostly because it plays into a character I really like to play on two of the three maps, or two or 3 points at least. But you talked about what we expect to see each point here. Let's say we see Gardens first. Do you expect that we're going to see teams come out with a little bit of a brawl setup, or a teams that are going to try to just get to that point as fast as they can to try to bunker down on that point?
On Gardens, I actually want to predict we're going to see a lot of Wrecking Ball come out. Wrecking Ball is a very tuned character at the moment, just got a buff for basically its survivability, ult effectiveness, and output of the pile drive, which basically just increases the actions per minute. And that is the most important part about playing Ball, just constantly being in irritation, looking to get those mines up as fast as you can. So I think in those big open maps like Gardens, it will be the tanks kind of preferring to go for kind of divey tanks, but mostly on the Wrecking Ball. That is my prediction there. And that does open things up for Farah and for Echo, and to go into the sky there and utilize that new Mercy tech of the amplified healing on half targets, which makes it a lot harder to poke and prod a far out of the sky. You need to go for burst.
Yeah, Ball is one of the biggest characters here that got a big buff, and at least from what I've heard from a lot of my friends. But at the same time, Junker Queen has been a or a character I've been playing a lot. I've been seeing a lot when I am playing. Do you expect that we could see a Junker Queen come out at any point in this first map?
Yeah, actually, Junker Queen is actually a tank that a lot of people are finding can counteract Ball. Obviously, if you're going to be landing those Gracies, you can interrupt the movement of Ball and kind of bring them towards you, and that's what you want to be doing to counteract the Ball. You want to be using those crowd control abilities. So, if a team doesn't like to play the Ball, it could be that you see lots of Junker Queen to counteract it, and overall, just a very brawly way of playing. It's basically, the rock paper scissors of Overwatch, right? And
Mhm.
it'll be interesting to see what these teams, lean into. What are you? What's your personal feeling here as we lead into Night Market? Oh,
Night Market, I mean, just personal feeling about this one. You can kind of already see what people are looking at here right away. Meta apparently is coming out here with that ball. Valhalla, on the other hand, coming out with a diva. I mean, I can understand each pick here. You have talked about that ball is way more in the meta right now, or it's really strong right now. So it seems like Metha here is going to be trying to get to that point as fast as they can, especially since they're coming out with a Symmetra as well.
yeah, and with the Far Mercy on the side of Metha and only really a Cassidy to deal with it, that Pharah's going to be really difficult to take out, which really means that they can take these off angles and start to really poke and prod and create weaknesses in the defense.
Yeah, but right now we're already seeing one support down for Valhalla. However, the tank out for Metha here at the moment, so they're going to have to use the res to get them back into this one to try to keep this fight alive. Still only one support at the moment for Valhalla. This should be the go button for Metha here, but however, Metha loses one of their supports as well. Spooky, though, a little bit too far out, gets taken out. Dirty is able to take out Pot there, and a first point here, able to go over to Valhalla, but just a lot of kill trading here at the moment. You're seeing Dirty here go after that pharmacy combo of Sasa and Dannyfan in the sky. Over GGD able to take kill perfected there, and it kind of stables out here on the point for a little bit.
Yeah, the point control here can really be easily taken by Valhalla because their characters just offer that point presence.
Yeah, but already right back into it. We see KG able to find Pot out. Spooky finds Dannyfan. Dannyfan able to get res though, but it does actually no, Sasa able to stay alive for that. Legacy was actually falling in that one, but you already see them kind of flying back towards their spawn. So it looks like Meta here gonna be rethinking and making some swaps here as we already see Pot go from the ball to the Zarya.
Yeah, the ball wasn't finding too much because it's very enclosed, and with that Symmetra, the turrets just slow you down, and you don't have enough time to really deal with it. Now, if the Zarya pushing in, you're going for a much more brawly scenario here as Deep comes into the backline.
And immediately, right away, Valhalla wants to bring the fight to him. Here comes the barrage from Dannyfan. Doesn't find anyone, but kill perfected. Does find one bomb from Dirty. Finds South, so no mercy available for Meta in this fight, so no res as well. That might just kind of be a fight ender here for them, but Meta gonna try to keep this one up a little bit. You see Pot here trying to find anyone, but it's KG who finds kill perfecta right there to kind of put the numbers advantage in an even bigger advantage for Valhalla here, and it does force some Meta's players off the point here for a little bit to try to regroup.
Yeah, KG's teleports are very intelligent, creating lots of really annoying off angles and flank rotations for the side of Valhalla as they utilize it here off the high noon.
Able to find one there. Time almost running out here from Meta. Here comes the Kasuni rush from Valhalla. However, everything's kind of going Meta's way here at the moment until I said that, and then now everything's flopped over to Valhalla. 2 kills going the right. Pulse bomb coming out from Kill Perfecta, not able to find anyone there. Now it's in overtime, just trying to stall out here a little bit, trying to get more members on point. Kill Perfecta, though, falling, not what you want to see. Now it's up to the Valkyrie Salsa there to try to keep it up, but they don't live much longer. So does Legacy. They're out of the picture as well, and the first point will go over to Valhalla.
Yeah, Valhalla were very good at controlling that point, really hunkering down there, utilizing the Symmetra turrets to disrupt the ball anytime the Wrecking Ball tried to get in there, and you could see that Port Rocklow really, struggled, had to switch up, and they kind of had a half and half comp of kind of half brawl and still had the Far Mercy. So I think they got kind of caught up in that changing of the guard. But now as we move into a different map of Control Center, this is a different pace. This will change things up. It's a more brawly map, much more enclosed areas, and you see it's Port Rocklow preferring the Reinhardt up against the Orisa. The Orisa still has a lot of crowd control, but with that enhanced Fire Strike, ranking it a lot done.
Yeah, and you already see right off the start, KG swaps off the Symmetra going to the Junkrat instead, while Danny Fan's going to stay on it. Kill Perfecta incredibly low here, and actually they're able to take out Spooky there with their grenade, giving them a little bit of advantage in something they desperately needed after the first point was a little bit of a struggle for them. But as long as Dirty is up here for Valhalla, I still feel like they can get back in this one as you start to see Meta start to take control of the point here, start to cap it. I believe we're going to see Valhalla just let them cap it as the fight still kind of continues here on the stairs to this little upper room from the point, but they look like they'll kind of fall back now just to regroup here only for a quick moment before the next fight starts.
Yeah, but an opportunity has presented itself with Port Rocklo going low. They're going to enter here with the window, but the wall comes up to disrupt it.
Yeah, and Danny Fan finds 1, 2. Pot finds a third. Spooky able to find 1, but Danny Fan picks up a third in this fight. They're trying to get a team kill here. Make it a team kill for them right there. This is a great start for Control Center for Meta Gaming, as they really did struggle on Night Gardens. Or no, the first point.
Yeah, Night Market. Yeah. It was a different. It's a different pace here, and they're playing really aggressive with this brawl, which is what you want to see. However, KGF has this rip tire. How sneaky are they going to be with it? They're currently playing on the front line, but how to utilize this tire and create space with it is going to be the key factor going forward.
Shatter comes out. Here comes the tire. They're able to find Danny Fan, who has been a big problem for them right now. And now they're starting to collapse in on that one kill. The beat, though, that does come out from Legacy. High Noon being coming out from Kill Perfecta as well. Does not find anyone, that pretty much gets in there by Dirty. But Kill Perfecta able to come back and get Dirty over 2 straight kills going the way of Valhalla here. They're trying to flip it right now. There are 2 members left for Metagaming on point, trying to do their best, but we're seeing them each getting taken out. We do see Danny Fan throw turrets on point. However, Valhalla not yet retaking the point, and we're gonna be able to see Meta get back in here to try to contest this point a little bit longer. A little bit of a mistake coming out there from Valhalla here early in this series, and now the lead only extends for Metagaming.
Yeah, this percentage getting ticked up is going to send them onto that final fight, only now getting control. Very good situation here for Metha Gaming, as they're still on the approach here. They just need to watch out for this window. They are coming up to this wall yet again. They can slice up this point here, just create lots of space for them on the entry.
Dirty does have this Terror Surge ready to go. They're looking for the right opportunity. You see him get very aggressive here. Normally, this is where I would kind of expect a Orisa to pop that Terror Surge, but they're going to fall back here, kind of try to retake control of this high ground. TP comes out from Danny Fan, but it's a little bit of a bait as the window comes out from Salsa. And look at this, Meta Gaming is just basically trapped EMC in this high ground. The Terror Surge comes out, and just before the point flips, we start to see him contested. High Noon now coming out from Spooky, not able to find anyone, but does provide some damage as Dirty picks up 1 kill, picks up a second one, gets charged off the point. Your point still not flipped over yet, and Dirty and Spooky take care of those last 2 members of Meta Gaming there to get a team kill and to just extend their percentage.
I would not blame you if you thought it was Halloween. It's getting spooky up in here, constantly finding those nice picks there with the Cassidy, getting those players who are just slightly out of position and punishing them. But in this final approach, Spooky again opening up.
A great start for them, and look, immediately causing Meta to fall back here. They do have some time to play with, and they do not want to be down a member and even stagger this round out any more than they have to here. KG does have their ultimate ready to go. G2D is the next closest one on their team. Metago is going to come in this next fight with a lot of ultimates ready to go.
That's a huge elimination at the get-go, coming in now with the Shatter ready.
High Noon coming out from Kill Perfecta here. They're trying to speed boost them around the corner. Kill Perfecta finds 2 kills. Ooh. That's the go button for them. 93% and counting on the board for EMC Valhalla, but the point has finally flipped back over. Kill Perfecta able to find Spooky. Spooky finds Kill Perfecta right back. Pot able to find GTD, but the percentage now ticking up, and Meta now in the lead. We're going to see them be very defensive of this point. KG will be able, though, to contest this point for Valhalla.
Yeah, B comes out on the other side of things to sustain the team on the entry. Big Blossom takes down 1, but the Shatter is still there for Port Rocklo.
And look at the Shatter, it finds 2. Danny Fan able to take care of them. Pod trying to charge up there, get this last one of Spooky, and they're able to end the second point in their favor to force a 0.3 on Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, that was a barn burner of a map there. That point was really all down to who had the better brawl, and you could see the differences that the teams preferred. One on the side of Valhalla, preferring to go for the Orisa route with that Reaper, lots of very upfront damage, where Metha's going for a more classic Reinhardt, and it's kind of pulls and roundabouts basically, because you get free shatters, you get lots of shatters because of that new fire strike buff, but also the Orisa can really deal with you. And moving into Gardens, as I predicted, we are going to see some more ball again. Metha bringing out that same composition that we saw on Night Market. However, Valhalla back onto this diva-based composition that we saw them win on Night Market 100-0. So I think Metha Gaming need to find a new way of playing this to get value.
Yeah, and you already see Pocket there get really low on the ball, have to roll away to kind of regroup, get some health back. And we're seeing Valhalla do it exactly what they did on Night Market, just kind of take position there on the point, really force Metha to come at them if they want to get it, as they already take the first point here. Kill Perfector, first one to fall in this fight. Spooky looking after the Lucio there of Legacy, not able to get them. But right now, Valhalla just doing the exact same thing we saw them do on the first point, just kind of hold this point position on point, and Metha just has to try to find at least one pick to get everything started here.
Yeah, they're swinging in, trying to get good pile drives and follow up with the rocket. They do find one, but it's traded out. They are just struggling to get into this point here.
Yeah, but look at that. Dannyfan able to find KG. Pot able to find Spooky. This is what they've been looking for here. And now they just need to get rid of this Lucio and this Diva on point. But Diva Dirty able to find Pot there. The beat coming out from G2D's gonna keep Dirty and Asta alive here and support. Asta, though, able to find Sasa. The bomb now coming out from Dirty, able to find one. G2D able to boop off the dueling Lucio Legacy and find Kill Perfecto right after it.
Absolutely massive plays here by 2D on the Lucio. That beat was very intelligent to keep the fight going. They knew it was winnable, and then also getting those picks at the end. What did I just do? Did I just caster curse him off the map?
I won't go that far. But hey, Pot pops his minefield there on point, able to find Spooky. Kill Perfecto finds KG as well, but KG able to find Dannyfan right before that, and we do see Dannyfan get rezzed here for Metha Gaming, and they desperately need. Here comes the Kasuna Rush from Asta, who's in a little bit of a peculiar situation themselves right now. Dannyfan, though, does pop the barrage, able to find G2D. They're trying to get Dirty out of that mech. They're able to, and take care of Dirty themselves, and the point finally flips over into their favor for the first time this map. Only 80% going over to Valhalla, though.
Yeah, like a shark in water, they tasted the blood. 2D had taken themselves out and the opportunity had arisen. But now there's blood in war for Valhalla, as there's no Pharah yet. Oh, the res does come in just in time, however.
And Pot able to pick up Spooky. That's great for Metha here, as they want to try to hold onto this point and try to do the same thing that Valhalla did, or just hold the position on the point right now. You see them really playing around this main pillar here on point, and this is a smart thing for them to do. You do also see Dannyfan kind of flying around trying to get an angle here on the Valhalla, but the EMP comes out from Valhalla. It does find 5 members of them, I believe, but Pot able to find G2D, so that EMP not necessarily going Valhalla's way here to start.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, it just hasn't. Spooky tries to equalize by taking Dannyfan out, but it's immediately almost res, but the hack comes out. And yeah, yet again, Metha Gaming really keeping control here. They've started to really get good value with this composition. As soon as you knock Valhalla off the point and they can't get back on, you get more value from this composition, from creating these different angles and just disrupting them. And with the mines ready from Pot Roklo, there's going to be plenty more disruption to come. And with 70% on the board for them, it's looking pretty good for Metha Gaming right now.
Yeah, and look at Metha Gaming right now. 3 ultimates, almost 4 ready to go. Valhalla only has 1 ready to go at the moment. Here comes the minefields and the high noon from Kill Perfecta. They're desperately trying to get in with the boop! Able to find 2 from that. What a great team play coming out there from Metha. Something they desperately needed, and that play right there might just win them this map.
Absolutely, 90% to go. It's panic mode now for Valhalla to get back on point. They do have the bomb. They're coming up to EMP. It's winnable if they can touch, but I don't think they can. Oh, they can just with KGF.
Here comes the barrage, though, from Danny Fan, trying to find anyone they're able to find Dirty, but here comes the bomb from Dirty. He has to be huge. It's not, but this Casino Rush comes out from Aster, trying to do whatever they can, but the kills all go in the way of Meta here. Make it 3. They're just trying to pick up these last 2. EMP does come out from KG there, finds 4. However, they find themselves in the Forever Box. Same with Aster, and the first map will go to Meta Gaming.
Yeah, very nice from Metha Gaming there to really turn that around. They were struggling a lot finding an entry onto point, but once they took Valhalla off of the point, they started to get it back into their control, back into their pace of play. So very nice adaptation there from Metha Gaming, not in their composition, but in their way of playing, their play style. They played it, much more in more unison, like you saw with the boops into the high noon. It was like they finally started playing as an orchestra instead of a ragtag of solo artists.
Yeah, and honestly, we saw Metagaming really improve point by point there throughout this map. The first point, they were 100 owed. The second map was really close, and this third map, yeah, still third point still really close. But you saw them improve little by little as the series went on, and it really seemed like they kind of found themselves there on that third point.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw some adaptation there from the side of Valhalla when it started to not go their way with the Sombra pick coming out. But unfortunately, they didn't quite find the EMP. Very mobile comp on the side of Metha, so it's hard to really clamp them down. And with EMP, the actual hack portion of EMP not lasting as long anymore, there's a very small window to really capitalize on those movement heavy characters being immobilized. So with Metha being able to hold in during that EMP, that was basically the end card there, because the EMP is such a massive ultimate. If you don't get the value with it, then you're going to start to struggle a lot for sure.
Yeah, and like you're talking about the EMPs, they had a 4-man EMP there, but just the positioning from Metagaming really kind of prevented them from capitalizing off that at all. You saw an EMP there late in that game, but that was just mostly more of a desperation EMP to have something potentially try to go their way. And just in the end, there was too few numbers there for Valhalla for them to do anything there against Meta on that first map.
Yes, and next up is Hybrid, and it has been chosen. We are going to the streets of London, folks, as it is King's Row. From Scrimgeour Tower to Scrim's Row, the classics are coming out, but you love to see them. They're a classic for a reason. Now, obviously, King's Row, it leans more into Brawl. That's classically how it has kind of leaned in terms of how teams play into it, especially in the EU region for sure. So I am expecting at least the side of Metha to come in on the Reinhardt. We saw it on Control Center, whereas I think Valhalla, they'll lean towards the Orisa. That seems to be their strong suit, and they did get a lot of value from it, as it was a very close match on Control Center. So I think it'll be the Orisa comp up against the Reinhardt compositions again. But what do you think of these hit scans right now? Because it kind of feels like Spooky is the one that's really getting lots of the limelight right now.
I mean, yeah, Spooky was making a lot of kills there in that first map, and we were talking about them a lot. However, I can't remember the Pharah's name for Valhalla, but when they were playing Pharah, it always seemed like they were just a nuisance or a pest to anything that we saw Meta. Or no, the other way around. The Pharah for Meta was really being a pest and a nuisance to Valhalla, and it seemed like they were struggling to try to find them out there, even with having direct counters to Pharah.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of mentioned it briefly at the start of the broadcast, but now if that 50, if you're under 50% health, Mercy gets a lot more healing on you. And what that means is you really need to go for burst hit scan, burst damage on each Pharah that's pocketed. Otherwise, Mercy's just going to out heal you. So going soldier, etc., it's just not going to work out. So even with a Cassidy, with that kind of range buff to help out, it still struggles to really take down Pharah at long range. So you're right, Metha Gaming were getting a way of a lot there with the Pharaoh. However, my prediction has come true. They are sticking with the Reinhardt. Now with the May, I like this. It splits up the map. It makes them control the scenario, and if they can cut off Love Fortnite, who's now come on for the tank line, then they can get a lot of value in these brawl fights.
Speaking of fights, right away we see Pot just charge into past the choke point. They're trying just to get anything going here, and now they're already, past the choke point. Probably the hardest thing to get through on this first point here, and now they're already looking to try to get something going their way. Pot though really low on health. First one taken out here. That's gonna have to cause some sort of fallback here from Metha here. Kill Perfecta able to find one. However, numbers still not in their favor here.
Yeah, well, the May can split up the map and control the pace. Once that wall is down, there's just more front damage there with the Reaper, and that's what you saw KGF get away with a lot there until they were picked off at the end. But you see Bloods in the water. They're nice and aggressive here for Metha.
And nice ice wall coming out there from Danny Fan. Look at it, 2 kills already off it. Now they're trying to find a third one of Fortnite. Fortnite really low here. One person sitting on point for Meta. They should get this point off of this. Danny Fan able to take care of Fortnite, and now you see 2 members of Meta on the point. First point capped to them. Now it's the push phase.
Yeah, it's a decent time bank as well. 5 minutes rolling into second, and they're being nice and aggressive. They know they can take this space, and that was spooky, almost getting caught out. Now with this Blizzard, it's a big area control ultimate, and without a Kitsune, Kariko even to cleanse the effect, then it's going to get a lot of value. You just can't let it get eaten up by the Javelin spin.
I hear a high noon coming out from Spooky. I hear a Blizzard coming out from Danny Fan. Spooky doesn't find anything with it, but Danny Fan finds one, trying to make it 2, but not going to be able to find 2. Here comes the Terror Surge from Love. Fortnite trying to get that charge all the way up, only finds that Immortality Field from Sasa there, and now it's just an all-out brawl fight here in the streets. Pot pops their Shatter, finds 1, 2, making a third. KGF pops their Death Loss and make it 3 for them as well. Danny Fan comes right back, punching KGF to end them there for an overall team win fight there for Meta, and they continue to push this card.
My initial thought was that was a waste of Blossom, but I guess the miracle bag was opened and ready to be taken out of, because this does allow a nice, good, quick contest from the defense, as the team of Metha Gaming are only just getting back, and they didn't get time to control the map.
Here comes damage matrices from both sides right now, but everything going the way of Metha here. 3 kills right now. Kill Perfecta in a good spot. They're looking for the team kill. Only have to get rid of G2D, and that's the first team kill here on Kings Row. It goes to Metha, and this should also probably get them the second point as well.
Yeah, notice the speed at which Metha Gaming is playing at. They're outpacing the Orisa, and that's what you really need to do. Just walk into the Orisa and force them to deal with you. Now look at this. It's quite sneaky. Metha are into these sneaky ultimates. They're going to go for a sneak high noon, something that hasn't really gotten value since the early days of Overwatch 1. Let's see what Kill Perfect is able to do here.
But I believe I saw Danny Fan fall early in this fight. Here comes the high noon. They're looking for it to be big. They have some in their sight. Only able to find one, though. That Orisa of Love Fortnite able to save some of their teammates there only for a moment. A Spooky falls right after it. But you already see Metha Gaming here continuing to push the cart right now. They're going after G2D. Pot finds them. Now they're going after one more. They find KGF. They find Love Fortnite. And they're going to continue to push this cart with ease.
Yeah, it looks like Metha Gaming's favorite D&D class is Rogue, because they're sneaking in the shadows with these ultimates. Now, with the final fight coming up and Blizzard and Shatter ready, this is going to be tough. The beat of 2D needs to come up big to sustain and save the team from these big ultimates.
Huge Shatter finds 2. They're able to get rid of Fortnite. Beat comes out from G2D, not able to hit Love Fortnite. And now Sasa finds 2 here. Here comes the Blizzard from Metha. And will we see anyone come back to even contest from Valhalla? No. 3 minutes and 50 seconds in the time bank. Meta put on a clinic here on their offensive round of Kings Row.
Yeah, Metha are putting on an absolute textbook display of brawl. They are pushing through with fury. They're hungry, and they are warmed up by the campfire, because they are playing at a level that we didn't even see in Lijiang Control Center previously. Now, Valhalla, it's on them to take the pace for themselves and to really push into Metha Gaming with Fury, because 3 minutes 50 is a very good time for King's Row. Not improbable for them to match it, but it's a very tough spot to be in for Valhalla. It'll really show what their stripes are made of as they go into their attack, and they're currently teasing the Reinhardt. What was your feeling between the Reinhardt and the Orisa? What did you get the sense of between that duo?
I mean, well, one thing I want to talk about, because I saw it right away and I thought this could be something we would have seen going into this map. Was it going to be a tank swap here? Because maybe Love Fortnite is more of a brawly tank compared to Dirty.
Right, yeah.
But it just seemed like coming out on Orisa and staying on Orisa as long as they did was not necessarily the smartest choice from them. The Terror Surge that they had really never got any value from it. Yeah, they had a second one, but they were never able to use the second one because they got shattered out of it and then the round ended for them. So now they're coming out on this Reinhardt, and it's gonna be a duel of, or battle of these Rhines here, I believe. Whichever Rhine is the better Rhine in this half is gonna probably be the one that helps their team either go into overtime or win this map.
Yeah, the DPS of Valhalla also, they're very much more damage up front, but Danny Fan at a distance can get lots done.
Yeah, right now you already see the charge coming in there, I believe, from Love Fortnite. Both Immortality Fields down and out for both sides right now. Love Fortnite out, Kill Perfecta finds him. They also find Fox League here. Now they're going after more. G2D as well found out by Kill Perfecta. Kill Perfecta, 4 of the 5 kills there to their name.
Yeah, that bloodthirsty nature of Metha Gaming is not just for attack, it's for defense as well, because you saw them push them all the way to spawn. Uh-oh, what's Pot Rocco doing? They're trying to sneak. Oh, they've been caught out.
Reinhardt's a little bit too big of a body not to notice, sitting in a corner there. Shatter, though, comes out. It finds, I believe, 3-4. Look at that 3 already down. The Reinhardts there stun themselves and Kill Perfecta and make sure to get rid of Love Fortnite. And now KGF trying to run away and keep themselves alive.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding display there. Counteracted that window completely. Valhalla, they've now swapped on to the Ana. They will be able to get good anti-nades if they're not careful in Metha Gaming, and there's no Rico to cleanse it, so I think that's why they've went here to get good. Oh, and the sleep as well.
Spooky able to find Danny Fan. This is a good start here for Valhalla. Immortality goes down and out. High noon, though, from Kill Perfecta, able to find G2D, so no beat this fight at all. They didn't have it ready to go anyway. Love Fortnite out as well, so that shatter that they used, they're not going to find any value from it. And you already see Valhalla trying to run away with their life, though. Pot continues to swing, and they're able to find Spooky.
Yeah, 2 minutes left on the board, and still Valhalla struggling to find their way. They've invested ultimates and just haven't found anything because Metha Gaming are so quick to adapt. Now if Danny Fan, if there's overclock, it's a very strong ultimate in this situation with that high ground control. No one can contest them.
Shatter finds 2 out. Pot able to find Fox and find Fortnite. They're Spooky able to find Sasa, but everything else goes the way of Metha Gaming for another team kill.
And no overclock required if you've got the shatter skills of Pot Rocco, because they have come up massive time and time again. Valhalla, they're slowly making their way to this nano, but I don't know if they'll need it in this next fight. The Blossom is going to have to come up big here, opening up the High Noon, however.
High Noon coming from Spooky, though, does not find anyone. Instead, we see Love Fortnite get charged away from the point. Kill Perfecta able to take them out. Now the beat coming out and the overclock coming out from Danny Fan. 1 kill going their way. Pot and Kill Perfecta find 2 more and find the last one there of G2D for yet another team kill. And now less than 60 seconds for Valhalla to get anything going here.
Another strong defense here. Now sub 1 minute, 1 fight pretty much remaining, but an opportunity has arisen. No ultimates on the side of Metha Gaming as of yet. Valhalla can be nice and fast, utilize this nano, and get a good Blossom off. Here comes the TP, but the shatter!
Huge shatter finds 4, making yet another team kill here for Metha.
Oh my lord! Somebody check out Pot Rocco. They have the Rhine hacks here. They're coming up massive time and time again. And there was no chance to use the nano, no chance to use the beat. Now, 10 seconds on the board, it's do or die.
Love Fortnite though, able to find Kill Perfecta. They get the charge there. Look at this, 2 kills going the way. Make it 3-4 kills going the way of Valhalla. And a team kill for Valhalla to keep themselves alive here on this map.
Absolutely what they needed to do there. They got a good nano, a nice beat engage, allowing them to go nice and deep and get their teeth cinched in. Now, they're not going to have as much time as Metha Gaming, but they do have a chance to keep themselves in it as they roll on to second point and playing very far forward here to control the map and keep this momentum that they've newly found. What's this? Oh.
Trying to be sneaky, gets a shot off, throws that grenade, and then looks like to just regroup with their team here right now. But Valhalla trying to continue keep this fight up. They do have a shatter ready to go, and this should be huge for them if they're able to have it connect for them. However, we do see Metha playing around this corner right now. That shatter could come out at any moment. I thought we were going to see it there from Fortnite, but they're still holding on to High Noon now coming out from Spooky, not able to find anyone. Does force them back though.
Yeah, the chess game between these Reinhardts to get these shatters off. Love Fortnite really wants to come up big here with it, but even finding 2 with it will be enough value. You do want to find a Lucio, however, as the beat from Legacy is prepared and ready to sustain the team here as this fight continues in a very long, prolonged stage.
Nano coming out here onto Love Fortnite. That shatter has to be coming out. I would assume they're trying to get rid of one on that high ground, but it's Danny Fan popping the overclock, able to find one. They're looking for more. The shatter finally comes out, but Kill Perfecta finds KGF as well. Pot finds Love Fortnite, and everything going wrong here for Valhalla here. We're trying to see the last member put up a fight against Danny Fan here, but Fox Liga not able to do enough.
Yeah, Danny Fan completely controlling there with the overclock. But now, on the other side, KGF from the Sojourn will have it for this likely final fight coming up here if they are slow about it. So KGF really needs to come up big with this overclock. It's pretty much all eyes on KGF right now because they're the only... Oh!
Another shatter from Pot finds a couple, but KGF finds one with their overclock, make it 2 with their overclock. They have 3 kills already in this fight. They're looking for 4. They're finding it with some help from G2D there, and that might yet again keep Valhalla alive here on Kings Row.
This is absolutely what you want to see in your players in the playoffs. When they know they need to come up big, they do. That's what KGF did. It's in their blood. They're a purebred gamer, and they will allow their team to push forward 90 seconds on third point. But you do need to finish with time in the bank. If you finish in overtime, your only best option is a draw. So it's still do or die here as we're approaching that 1 minute on the board here for final point of Kings Row.
Nano coming out here onto Love Fortnite. They're just gonna swing away, trying to find anyone. Pot really low, has to charge away to stay alive. Now Love Fortnite being very aggressive on it. High Noon coming out from Kill Perfecta, the beat coming out from G2D. High Noon not yet, or was popped, did not find anyone from Kill Perfecta, and Valhalla doing a great job here, just pushing up this car as far as they possibly can. Now the High Noon from Spooky. They're sitting inside the disrupting shot, not able to find anyone with it just yet. They're still looking for one. They're able to find 2 with it, actually. Ooh. And that's going to keep them alive. KGF finds Sasa here. And look at this. Valhalla completely keeping themselves alive in this one. Will force overtime with time.
The souls in Valhalla would be proud at the fight that was shown here right now by EMC Valhalla and keeping themselves in it. They were on the edge of the void of going 2-0 down in this series without finishing Kings Row, but you saw them dig deep and find it within themselves to push forward. But that journey is not over. They have 1 minute up against Metha Gaming's 4-minute 17 time bank. This is not an easy situation for Valhalla to be in, but if they can find the momentum that they had at the end there, find that grit, that fight that they accessed at the end, then they can come up big. They can go against the odds here, and it's 4 times the bank for Metha Gaming. But Valhalla, they'll be attacking first. They get to set the pace, and it looks like they are going to still open up here with the Ana and with the Sojourn. And I think that's a good call because that worked out a lot better than the Reaper and the Baptiste.
Yeah, and you still, as you say that, they're kind of still swapping around their supports right now, but Valhalla here, they struggled a lot on this first point in their initial attack. Went all the way to overtime before they finally got something going here. They only have a minute. They really only can lose about one team fight here before it's in that last fight scenario for them to get anything on this first point.
Yes, we have 1 minute to go. Not enough time. Big charge.
The immortality field, though, gonna keep Pot alive in this one. Huge play from them. Spooky able to find Sasa, as Sasa was a little bit behind the rest of their team. And look at this, already one tick going the way of Valhalla here. Danny Fan, though, able to find G2D. That might force Valhalla here to try to play this point cap a little defensive right now, but it doesn't seem like Metha is going to try to contest this one. I thought Legacy was going to go charging in there, but they smartly decided not to. 17 seconds and counting for Valhalla here. Metha has not lost anyone yet, and they're at RPG, a very, very good choke point.
Yeah, but this is already a good scenario for Valhalla, but they do have this nano coming online. This might just shock Metha Gaming. They have nothing for it, and here it comes. They're looking for it.
And it goes right to Love Fortnite. Love Fortnite. Look at how much pressure that's put on Metha Gaming. Look how much it's forced them back. This is great coming out for them, but Kill Perfecta finds Spooky. Spooky, though, finds Kill Perfecta right back. We've seen that a couple times. Danny Fan, though, finds Love Fortnite, and the Shatter comes out from Pot. It gets two. They find two. Only the Ana left alive, and Ana against 5 members of Metha Gaming. Not a good fight result there for them. And Metha Gaming, you know, only allowed Valhalla to get almost 48 meters on that cart push. Valhalla, though, has the tougher battle to fight here.
Yes, but you have to look at the positives here for Valhalla. They did outstandingly with that time. They got not only the first point, but they got it through the choke. Those are 2 very important areas to complete if you have a very short amount of time. Now, yes, 4 minutes on the bank for Metha Gaming. It is an extremely achievable goal, especially considering how quick they took that first point in their initial attack. However, Valhalla have kind of found the spice that's working for them. With this Ana pick, with these anti-nades, with these sleeps, they're getting lots of value with denying the healing of the side of Metha Gaming. Metha Gaming really haven't adapted to that yet, and that has allowed folks like it to really excel here on the support lineup and really open up so many opportunities for Valhalla. So yeah, it's a tough hold to do, but if anything, you've set yourself up as good as you can with the time that you have, and it's time to hold in. It's time to really get your defenses up. The walls need to be up. It is time for the final fight.
Kill Perfecta here on the Widowmaker, trying to maybe find a pick that leads them to an early win here. However, they're immediately going to swap off after seeing Valhalla here was playing it very smartly, hiding behind that hotel. And now, you know, Valhalla just need to take this one fight at a time, but they don't want to make the first mistake here.
Yeah, time is crucial here, and they have a big wall.
Oh, but they're able to keep Love Fortnite alive. However, as I say that, Legacy able to take him out here. Valhalla needs to find some kills here. KGF able to find Kill Perfecta. However, now they're in a little bit of a tough position themselves. G2D out of this one as well. And we might see Metha here cap this first point. KGF trying to get out of there with their lives, able to. And now Valhalla, 3.5 minutes to hold this point here. They cannot lose arches.
Metha are looking just so strong right now. 3 minutes on the board to just get it through this one choke. They're in a very good position. They're coming up to the window of Sasa very early, and that might shock Valhalla. They may not be prepared for the ult so early, especially on this narrow choke.
Yeah, but right now they're going to try to play around this corner here, try to just poke out as much damage as they possibly can. But here comes the damage measure because Danny Fan and Pot are able to find 2. This might be the beginning of the end here on King's Row. Spooky out, making 3 members of Valhalla gone. Love Fortnite out as well. It's just up to the Lucio, who's just trying to jump around for their life. However, they do not get to live much longer. The Blizzard comes out from Danny Fan as much more of a celebratory Blizzard, and Metha Gaming will go up 2-0 in this series.
Yes, Metha Gaming are looking very strong in this series. That brawl on King's Row was absolutely textbook material. And yeah, it's 2-0 in the series. That's match point right now. They only need to win one more. It's a reverse sweep if Valhalla want to take it here in the playoffs match. So that's going to be a very, very tough situation to be in. But we saw the heart, we saw the fight in Valhalla. It's not something that's impossible. I genuinely think that if any team is going to reverse sweep, it would be Valhalla.
And we already saw a little bit of a glimpse of it. Hell, their backs are against the wall. They're in their push phase or their attacking phase of this map. First point went to overtime. Second point, it was a very, very hard second point for them, but they got it. And then they never looked back on that third point, never losing a fight. And now their backs are truly up against the wall for the rest of this series. So, we might be seeing those desperation plays coming out from some of these players here to try to get them to at least win one map to prolong this series.
Yes, absolutely. Well, there will be some time to mull things over, maybe strategize, as there's going to be a small brief break of 5 minutes. But do not go anywhere, folks, as the culmination of this playoffs match will continue after this short break.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We're 2 maps into this series right now, but we already have one of our teams sitting on series point right now. Metha Gaming is that team, but it has been a really back and forth series so far. Would you agree with that statement, Gia?
I would, yeah. You might. I wouldn't blame you if you thought that this was Metha Gaming's series if you watch King's Row, but if you look between the lines, even in the King's Row match, it was very back and forth. Valhalla were able to complete the map and a decent push with that 1 minute. So it's absolutely a fight that's up in the air, especially as we land over to Junkertown now on the escort pick, and we've been kind of going back and forth on what this might mean, and I've been talking about how the ball might come back out for Metha, but they have swapped up the tank role in Delhi, so perhaps it's not the ball that's coming out, because it was Port Rocklow that was playing the ball right originally. So I'm curious to see what they do. Obviously this is the map pick of Valhalla. What are you feeling Valhalla might pick here?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Dirty come back in on tank for Valhalla. I just have the feeling that Dirty might be a little bit of a better tank for this kind of style of map, but maybe they stick with Love Fortnite. I mean, half of Hybrid is push, or an escort map, which we have here on Junkertown. But, this is their map pick. They have to feel confident with it. However, we just saw on King's Row, that was their map pick, but it seemed like for at least their defensive half of it, they really seemed to struggle.
Yeah, for sure. And it did kind of surprise me when we did see them go to the King's Row, because the brawl of Metha was kind of the strong suit on Li Zhang on Control Center. Yeah, it was a little back and forth, but we just kind of saw that there was a different pace of play, really, with Port Rocklow on the Reinhardt, an absolute beast crusader, and just kind of steamrolled through. So I do like this pivot to Junkertown, actually. The more I think about it, the more I like this pick, because you can't play Rhine here. This is not a Rhine map at all. You could try and close hold, that's about all you're going to get from the Reinhardt. So you're forcing them off of the brawl and maybe going back to those situations, possibly even bringing the Diva back out, where you've got value against that Wrecking Ball style of play.
Yeah, but Valhalla here again, second map pick in a row for them. Backs are against the wall. I imagine either we're gonna see some very safe comps coming out from them here on Junkertown, or we're gonna see something that is absolutely crazy for them, because they desperately need this map here to go their way if they want to prolong this series even one more map.
Absolutely. This is where we start overturning all the pockets that you have. The front pockets, the back pockets, all the wacky stuff can come out in a situation like this. The expression is, throw it and see if it sticks, see if it lands. And, that's how you experiment. That's how you find new situations. And with Valhalla on the attack, they're currently hovering on the Sigma, going for kind of poke and sniping With Spooky on the Widow, that could actually be terrifying. Spooky has come up big on the hit scan a lot here in this series, so now on the Widowmaker, not an easy mirror to be up against Kill Perfecta, but Spooky has really been a champion of the role. And Metha Gaming, Delhi has come in now and picking the Sigma to go for the more spam. And you see the differences here with the Zenyatta versus the Mercy. The Mercy is going to be pocketing that soldier, where the Discord gives everyone a boost. So you're going to see a lot of spam coming out of Metha Gaming, where it's more kind of, poke and prod from Valhalla.
Yeah, and we do see Dirty come back in for Valhalla here on the tank. Like you said, a little bit of a Sigma duel here to start, but each team kind of just playing it safe right now. No one really wanted to poke their head out too far and get taken out by Spooky, at least for Metha at the moment. But, you see a couple shots coming in there from Spooky. They're going to try to go flying in the air, but instead it's Danny Fan flying in the air themselves, taking out Spooky with the railgun shot.
I didn't even know Soldier could get that high in the sky. But yeah, they landed the shot, got that one shot. Oh, it was, yeah, I think it was the Widow in the sky, actually, now I think about it. I got a little confused there by how they died.
Same.
Producers keeping me right. Yeah, this spam's still kind of working out. Confecta finding lots of leeway here on the Widowmaker.
Yeah, and look at that. Make it 2 for Kill Perfector. They're looking for more. They do have Dirty in their sights. Danifan, though, able to take care of G2D, and that's going to force a little bit of a fallback and a regroup here from Valhalla. However, Dirty, a little bit too slow to fall back. Gets taken out, and the stagger now coming out from Valhalla will be even longer.
Yeah, when you name your account Kill Perfecta, you gotta be confident, and right now you can see why. Very slick with it. These duels against Spooky are currently working out again in the favor of Metha Gaming. They're really holding the fort down right now, and they forced Dirty to come out now on the ball, create a lot of off angle now. They've went for this kind of different composition. Let's see how well it works. They need to find lots of off angles, however, to get the value from it.
Yeah, but look at this already. Metha Gaming finds the first 2 in this one. Dirty just trying to find anything with this ball. Able to slam there onto Deli, but Deli with some help there from Danifan, able to get them off that high ground. Dirty just still trying to find anything with the ball at the moment. Now you see a fight going on here. That disrupting shot going to keep Danifan alive for a little bit, but it's actually KGF able to take him out. Deli, though, able to find KGF right back.
Yeah, it's back and forth right now, but Kill Perfecta gets it back into the way of Metha Gaming. Deli very far forward.
Very low on health as well, able to fall back. KGF here trying to get rid of Kill Perfecta. They're able to do that now. They have their sights set on Deli. Actually, it's Deli who has their sights set on them. Dirty, though, able to find Sasa. That's a great pickoff for them. Only one support left. The Valk now being popped by GGD. Here comes the Graviton Flux from Deli. Minefield's also coming out from Dirty as well. The kills continue to go the way of Valhalla here at the moment. G2D deciding to pull out the pistol there, get some shots in, get some damage on that Mercy. You always love to see it.
Yeah, I do like the pocket better on the Ash. It gets a lot more value at long range. Yeah, still doesn't quite do better than the Widow, but you can still find a lot of value. Not as much as Confecta is finding, however, even against that small hitbox off the Tracer.
Oh, the Pulse Bomb gets canceled out there by that Transcendence from Sasa, but that's Transcendence now kind of out to keep them alive for this fight coming up here. Spooky does have an angle here, but that shield from Deli gonna be able to protect some of their team right there. Actually, most of their team, no one really poking out any heads, but now Spooky able to find some damage on there. They're going after Deli there. Deli, though, gets really low, gets healed back up. Here comes the Kasumi Rush in a very close capacity area right there, and now it's just an all-out brawl here on this high ground, but Dirty able to find Legacy. KGF able to find Danifan. Stuff starting to go Valhalla's way here. Boulder gets Dirty off the high ground, but KGF able to find Kill Perfecta. And are we seeing a little bit of a fallback here from Metha? But Dirty trying to keep this pressure up. They're going after the 2 in this staircase right now. They find Sasa able to roll away to keep themselves alive.
Yeah, that Kitsune Rush kind of acted as a zoning Kitsune Rush as they forced the side of Metha Gaming to go to that outside area and basically get picked apart. Now the Bob comes in, sectioning off that way onto point, but actually finds Legacy.
And this is a great second point here for Valhalla. The overclock comes in from Danny Fan. They find one. They find two. They're looking for a third. They're trying to get it, but instead they jump straight into a mine and they take themselves out. And the second point will go over to Valhalla. Now GTD with that Valkyrie trying to go after Sasa here. I love it right now, but they need to get out because they are in a very dangerous position with Deli now swapping over to the Diva.
I love the aggression with the Valhalla support line here, getting lots of work done, moving on to third point. It's all about controlling this high ground now. You see KG dueling for that contention up there, but forced out.
Danny Fan, though, able to find Spooky here with a nice headshot, swapping over to the Hans now. A little bit of a better pick and a little bit of a more close, or a little bit of a tighter space area right now. But the sleep comes on the KGF, and that will cost them their life. A nice pick off there by Legacy. And, and now you start to see them heal and find some pot shots down to the Valhalla team right now. But Valhalla still pushing the card. It is contested right now. We might see a little bit of a stagger here or just kind of fall back and regroup into this fight. Under 2.5 minutes now for them, though.
Yeah, it's still looking very good. They can keep this rolling. They have the pulse bomb. You see KGF looking for it. Nano primed and ready, however, on the side of Metha Gaming. Oh, they've lost Sasa.
No transcendence to keep them alive this time as they swapped over to the Brigitte there. KGF finding a nice pick off here to start. We're starting to see Valhalla here try to get some numbers going their way. They also find Danny Fan out as well. They should be collapsing in on this right now. Deli eating up a lot of damage here on that high ground. Now we see Dirty here going after Legacy and Sasa in the background. But 3 ultimates ready right now for Metha Gaming, almost 4. Valhalla does have 2 ready to go, almost 4 ready to go as well for them. Bob could be huge, but here comes the Kastuni rush from Fox Liga. It's going to be a much more of a zoning one like you saw last time. It's really keeping them away from the, or out of the open right now. But we do see Kill Perfected try to contest that card. They're only for a moment. The Nano coming out onto Deli. They're diving on everyone trying to find one pick, but they're getting healed up right now by that Mercy of G2D. Bomb now coming out from Deli. It's up in the air, coming back down the earth. Won't find anyone there. Deli incredibly low, or Dirty incredibly low, is going to roll away, regroup with their team, and try to fall back. But KGF flew a little bit too close to the sun there and gets taken out by Sasa.
Yeah, and they're keeping this fight up, bringing the mines out. Pulse bomb ready again from KGF. Could find something big. Kill Perfecta goes down to the mines.
Pulse Bomb comes out, doesn't find anyone. That one kill though from the mines could be huge for them if they want to try to finish this map right now. You see Dirty spinning to win on that card, knocking Deli away for a moment, gets him a little bit more space right now, but charge or slamming into that area with low health, able to stay alive right now as they fall back out to regroup with their team and get some health. But Kill Perfecta able to find KGF, a great pickoff for them. The dynamite comes in, it hits a couple people there for Spooky. So close to another Bob. They're trying to get that without losing their life here. Less than 30 seconds left to go right now. But Danny Fan with a nice headshot, able to take out a Nano. Again, going to Deli, who's going after G2D, and they're able to get them. Now they're going after the other support of Fox Liga. Legacy gets that kill right there, but that'll pretty much end this team fight. And Valhalla here, gonna have to rush back to this card.
Yeah, panic stations for Valhalla. We're now in single-digit seconds, and you see the ball rushing in, but they're completely alone. They have nothing, really. They're coming up to a Bob. That's their biggest defensive ultimate right now.
Bob comes in, but it's stuck on the stairs. It won't really get a lot of value out of it. That's an unfortunate placement, but they're still getting some shots in. However, Valhalla completely back right now. Dirty, incredibly so close to yet another minefield here at the moment. That could be huge, but Kill Perfecta finds G2D. No mercy for Valhalla. KGF gone as well. So 3v4 now as Spooky finds Danny Fan. Dirty trying to do whatever they can, so close to another minefield. Here comes the Kastuni rush from them, but no one able to touch there for Valhalla. And Valhalla's so close yet so far away from fully completing Junkertown.
These fights are just absolute slobber knocker brawls between these teams. They may not be playing brawl comps, but they are brawling it out. They are swinging for the fences right now, but Metha Gaming able to hold in at the final hurdle there and not let Valhalla complete the map. That does create a very nice win condition for Metha Gaming and give them basically a goal to get to. It's not just now complete the map, it's get it all the way. Just get it to that point where you force them and there's no more map. But Sun Tzu once said, "You corner an enemy and they fight twice as hard." That's right. I actually quoted Sun Tzu. I didn't meme it this time. So Valhalla, they feel the wall against their back. You know, it's time to come up big, and they're doing a classic sneak here, pushing their diva nice and forward, perhaps going for a diva close hold. This is very curious. It's what the Reaper would tell you. This is a very curious position to be in. It's kind of like a Proto Brawl, kind of holding close to the spawn. Let's see how Metha Gaming adapts to this.
The hold here gonna have to all hinge on how well they can keep this diva up here at the moment. They are doing a good job of keeping Metha inside their spawn here at the moment, but you don't want to find an unfortunate pick come out here early from Valhalla here right now. But you do see Deli finally get out as the team went out the the side exit right there. Deli eating up as much damage as they possibly can with that grass. They're able to give themselves some shields. Valhalla looking to try to fall back a little bit, but Spooky able to find Danny Fan. They're looking to find more off of that one kill. Spooky able to land those shots, almost able to get, I believe that was Kill Perfecta, but Kill Perfecta able to kind of hook shot themselves away and stay alive here only for a moment at least.
Yeah, Valhalla able to keep themselves alive. They've got that front end damage, and taking that front line battle is exactly what they want to be doing here. And that's what you see them excelling at right now, but the point's starting to move.
A little bit of a nap time there for Dirty, but they get woken up pretty quickly as Methas here starts to push up right now. Kasuni Rush coming out from Fox Liga here. Dirty able to find Kill Perfecta, and now Metha in a little bit of an awkward position right here because it's basically like the map has been flipped for them, with Valhalla being towards their own spawn and Metha being closer to the point. But now the rally coming out here from Sasa will keep them alive, as well as provide some shields to their team. Huge purple nade coming out there from Metha as it gets rid of the mech there for Dirty, and Dirty also out of this fight. Spooky out as well. KGF able to find Danny Fan. However, Valhalla gonna have to kind of regroup here.
In current year Overwatch, we just saw Sasa on Brigitte carry that fight, keep the backline alive, and then go offensive with that rally and find the eliminations with the whip shot. Now Valhalla, they do have a recontest, but it's going to be tough pushing into this flux here from Delhi, as that will really split up the team and create lots of opportunity for the attacking side.
But you're going to see him come out high noon, coming out from Spooky right now, trying to find anyone that grabs coming out here. He's just waiting for it to end. They're able to find Legacy. The Death Plus one comes out. No supports left for Valhalla in this fight. Spooky finds a second one there. Now they're just looking to clean up this team fight. They pretty much already won it, but they want to try to stagger some people out. However, Danny Fan finds Fox Liga. Fox Liga way far extended, or at least because there's no way that Danny Fan should have been able to get them.
Yeah, and that's a good opportunity at the end there. But yeah, that high noon was the perfect counter to Flux, because you don't want to lift up a high noon in Cassidy, because you'll probably get your team eliminated. That's something you really want to be careful of. Pretty much all ultimates here for Metha Gaming. They've got the menu to choose from. Danny can open up with an overclock here, but it's the Flux first that comes out.
But the bomb coming out only finds Legacy. That's a nice pick, because the Flux there from Delhi doesn't find anyone. Spooky finds Danny Fan right back. Valhalla here looking to keep this fight alive. On this point, they find Sasa as well. Now it's just up to, all they have to do is find Delhi and Kill Perfecta. Kill Perfecta in a little bit of a worse spot right now on the edge, looking to just jump off it so they can regroup with their team. Spooky able to find Delhi, and yet another team fight won by Valhalla with not as many ultimates as Metha had going into it.
And can you hear that? That is time ticking away. Every second now becomes even more valuable as we reach that 30-second mark. A fight or two left here for the attacking side of Metha Gaming. They need to come up big with this nano and go nice and aggressive. But with Fox Liga, with this Kitsune Rush opening up nice and early, it's going to be tough.
The rally and the nano comes out high. Here comes the overclock from Danny Fan, trying to find anyone. They've been very good with this in the past, not finding anyone yet. They're able to get rid of the mech. Then they get rid of Dirty. Now they're looking for more, but that's all they get. However, their teammates picking up the slack. 3 members of Valhalla already out of this one. Make it 4, and we're about to make it 5 there. But Fox Liga actually able to stay alive a little bit longer. However, first point will be capped. 2.5 minutes now left for Metha here to push this cart to the second point.
Now, Overclock is a deadly ultimate. Stick a nano on that, and you get deadly to extreme measures. And Danny struggled at the front end of that to get the value, but found it at the end and just absolutely controlled that there. That was a nice combination of ults. You see them kind of holding up forward here, but this High Noon's going to push them back.
It does push them back. Nothing coming from that High Noon, but like you said, it was probably more just trying to force Metha back here a little bit. Spooky just trying to get as much damage in onto anyone as they possibly can here. But Metha continues to kind of push this card up with a decent amount of speed here. Kill Perfecta able to find Fox Liga as everyone on Valhalla here kind of taking this high ground approach right now. But this allows Metha to kind of push this card a little bit more. Two ultimates about to be ready for Valhalla as we're going to see them have to contest this here because I don't think they want to give this point up for free.
Yeah, they've let it get so far, and they do have this brawl potential with this Reaper, so it's curious why they've let it get this point.
Oh! Kill Perfecta finds one, but here comes the bomb from Dirty. They're able to find one with the right back, but Dirty not able to get back in their mech. Sasa is able to take care of G2D. The bomb coming out from Delhi as well. Not necessarily needed there, in my opinion, as they cap the second point, and now 2 minutes, 40 seconds left for them to essentially finish this map and end the series.
Yeah, this is a good position. Metha Gaming really just rolled through that second point, not unlike Valhalla did. So both these teams very keen at that point. And like I said last time, it's all about this high ground control. And Delhi is actually dueled the other side off of it right now. And you see them kind of teeing for control. And, you know, this will be very important once Danny Fan gets Overclock, because this is such an important high ground to hold to create the space for that.
Yeah, and right now you see Valhalla, they do have some ultimates to play with here. They're about to have 4 Metha, about to have 3 ready to go themselves, but I imagine we're going to see that Nano and the Overclock, or maybe just the Nano will go on to Delhi. Or Kill Perfecta able to find Spooky. That's the go button for them. They have the numbers advantage. They're going to want to try to collapse in on Valhalla here, because as the further and further they push this card, the closer and closer they are to winning the series.
Absolutely, Valhalla, they need to go on the offensive here, use some ults, and they do if this Kitsune Rush coming out.
The Death Blossom also comes out from KGF, but KGF doesn't find anyone. It's actually Kill Perfecta finding them. Now the rally coming out from Sasa here. Sasa has been showing that the Brigida can still be used right now. 2 kills going the way of Metha here, and now they're in the final stretch with over a minute left to go.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big stagger pick onto G2D, which is not what you want in this final stretch. Can anyone touch here? It's going to be a bit of a tough one. You do have plenty of ults if you're Valhalla, but you're going to be late to this beat. It's going to be tough to stick into this one without that beat sustaining you initially.
Oh, but here comes the Overclock from Danny Fan, already finding one. Now the bomb comes out from Dirty. It has to be here. The High Noon from Kill Perfecta, trying to find anyone who does find KGF, but we're seeing trades go back and forth here. G2D able to find Kill Perfecta right after that one. Right now, Valhalla just trying to stabilize on this point right now, not let Metha end this series here, and they have done it for the moment. However, Metha still does have the bomb. Metha used a lot of their ultimates in the last fight. Valhalla used all the ones they had ready to go. This bomb from Delhi could be huge.
Yeah, Delhi's bomb is going to be a big indicator in this final fight. 20 seconds on the board. Any picks right now would be absolutely gruesome for either side. It's a fight for both sides. Let's see who can finish out Junkertown.
Spooky swapping over to the Widow. The Delhi has to use the bomb to get back in mech here, so that ultimate out of the equation right now. It's a dry fight here. Valhalla just needs to win one fight here to prolong the series, and they get a good start there, getting Delhi out of their mech. However, Danny Fan on that high round gets forced down. They're sliding away to keep themselves alive here, but they don't stay alive much longer. It's Dirty takes them out. Kill Perfecta also taken out, and Valhalla doing what they need to do here. 3, make it 4 kills now. All they need to do is get rid of Legacy, and they do just that to end this map with a team kill and keep themselves alive in this series.
All great journeys start with a single step, and boy was this a big first step. Valhalla have begun the journey of the reverse sweep, but it's a long one ahead of them. This is a good start and a good change of momentum. They really controlled it at the end there, and they do win it out on Junkertown. Their pick here. Oh, this series continues to just give and give. Oh, it's so exciting, Dix.
Yeah, I mean, what like going into that little break we had there, you know, I was reminded that this series, the last time these two teams went 5 games. I imagine they didn't, or Valhalla did not want to have it go to 5 games again off a reverse sweep that they had to try to do. But that's the only way we get to game 5 here, is them continuing this reverse sweep. But now the road is tougher for them, because every map from here on out they have to win, and every map from here on out Metha is going to be the one picking it.
Yeah, that's the struggle, right? Metha gets to choose what maps we're going to, and sure, not big menu for the next game mode, only 3 maps, right? Push coming out now, so it's Esperanza's New Queen Street or it's Calesio, so not a whole lot to choose from, so maybe the choice doesn't really come into effect yet, which could allow Valhalla to equalize, right? And we saw them deal with the ball quite well. They came in, they got lots of value with it. They didn't quite finish Junkertown, but they were able to hold in against it. And I think the kind of the way of playing ball kind of gives an advantage here, actually, on Push, because Push is a very, you know, open, sprawling map, lots of flank opportunities. Ball can really flank around, but another character you do see pop up a lot because of their ultimate is Ramatra, and despite the nerf, you know, still can really hold it down on point in these push maps.
Yeah, like I would not be surprised to see that here, as we do know what our next map will be here. We will be going to Esperanza here. Now, I don't necessarily know if that's the best Ramatra map. I don't necessarily see a lot of Ramatras play this map, but that just might be because I have a very small small opportunities to see people or just to play on this map and see what, you know, people are picking.
Yeah, going for their neighboring Iberian Peninsula country here for Esperanza, going to some Portuguese streets here. Still Iberia, so you could still say it's a home field advantage for Metha. Maybe that's why they picked it. But yes, Pot Rocco is coming back in for Delhi on the tank line yet again, and that's where we saw Metha really control with Reinhardt. So could that be a little hint that maybe they're going to go brawl here on Esperanza?
I would be interested to see that, because I don't necessarily think I've really seen Ryan come out on any push map. Even myself, when I try to play Ryan on a push map, it always ends kind of badly for me, but that might just be because I'm terrible at the game. But, you know, Delhi came in for Pot Rocco in that last map right there, and, you know, Delhi didn't do bad. It was just, I'm assuming both me and you are onto the whole thing of, like, Valhalla had to play the perfect map right there to continue the series.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, you cannot afford any major mistakes when you're on the journey of a reverse sweep. You really need to hold it in tight and play to your extent. And predictions kind of come true here for the side of Metha Gaming. They are coming out on Ramatra, and now we're going to see these two different ideals clash. This Ramatra poke and brawl versus this, you know, very kind of divey, pokey ball composition with this pocketed Sojourn on KG right now instead of Kill Perfectus. So let's see how these teams really play against each other. There's going to be lots of angles created for Valhalla.
Yeah, and right now you already see, like, Metha went straight to the point. Valhalla wants to try to play around the point a little bit right now. They are contesting the bot right now, but the only one contesting the bot for Metha is currently Pot Rocco on the Ramatra here. And now another slam comes in from Dirty, but a nice Suzu coming out there from Sasa, so that no damage really taken from that. But now Pot Rocco a little bit away from their team here, getting a lot of damage to go their way. They're able to kind of negate someone with that ability while they're in that form, but now they start to get something going, and now technically do have the lead.
Yeah, once that Nemesis form is used, however, it creates an opportunity for the side of Valhalla to kind of utilize the fact that they cannot block any of that damage, but Kill Perfecta has something to say about that.
Yeah, and that really does help Metha here get going. You know, without that Tracer really flanking around, just trying to get a lot of poke damage in from behind, you know, Valhalla has to play this a lot smarter now. Danny Fan on this high ground immediately throws that disrupting shot into the perfect spot, gets a lot of damage, has that railgun fully charged, trying to get rid of Dirty there. Dirty has to pop their shields, but eventually they get taken out themselves. And look at this, Pot Rocco already has that ultimate ready to go, but KGF finds Salsa there with a nice railgun headshot, and they do have their overclock ready to go if they want to pop that as well.
Yeah, that's what that pocket allows you to get those one-shot capabilities after a few body shots there, but the overclock is going to come out with that pocket, creating a lot of space.
Yeah, and right now that shield coming out from Potrocco really does help them out a lot, and really nothing coming from that overclock other than just Valhalla kind of resetting the bot right now. No one from Metha other than Sasa has fallen in this round, but now here comes the Kitsune Rush and the ultimate from Potrocco, and look at it, you immediately see Valhalla try to run away. There goes one, the Suzu comes out on the Potrocco there, but they get the Suzu as well. Now they go into the Nemesis form, find G2D with some help there from Danny Fan. Now they're just trying to punch anyone else that they can find.
Yeah, utilizing those two ultimates, however, it's a heavy investment, especially when that Kitsune Rush basically acts as a speed amp, because you know they're going to constantly like be away from that Kitsune Rush. So you might wish that you had that Kitsune Rush coming up and maybe invested the overclock instead, but you know, still good ultimate here for Metha as they have gotten that checkpoint, and that is a massive massive blow here to Valhalla, because that forward spawn has now unlocked for the side of Metha.
Yeah, and Dirty swapping off the ball, going to the Diva instead, but Danny Fan finds one with that overclock, looking for his second one right now, does spot a couple ones, but just gonna rain some damage there on the Dirty. However, they get taken out by Dirty. It's not able to find Spooky, so everything's still going Metha's way at the moment right now, as Valhalla here kind of falling back to regroup and get some health.
Yeah. Kind of pummeling there, pushing back, and with every fight loss here for Valhalla is another fight that they need to win in a row, and the staggers don't help with that pulse bomb onto G2D. This is a very, very great start from Metha Gaming here, and they're very close to this Kitsune Rush yet again. Coming up to this final corner here in Esperanza already with 6 minutes on the go. Valhalla have never been up against the wall as much as they have right now.
The sim swap is a little bit interesting coming out here from Spooky, but I'm not against it here at the moment. Now another overclock coming out here from KGF. It needs to be huge. They need to find someone with it. They're not able to find anyone just yet. You see Spooky get very aggressive on that Symmetra there, but KGF able to find one after that overclock ends. You see a second one from Dirty there as they find Sasa, and now Valhalla starting to get something to go their way just a little bit here. Dirty finds Potrocco out, and now they're trying to get rid of Legacy on the Lucio, and they will be able to. However, Metha will have that little bit of a forward spawn here, as Valhalla is desperately going to try to at least just reset that.
Yeah, it's a good fight win, but it's one of many in a row you now need to win if you want to not only unlock the forward spawn, but even think about getting into the lead, because this is the first that they've actually moved their podium, their plinth there, and again, they're already meeting the fight this early.
Yeah, but we have two ultimates ready to go for Metha here. One coming out right now. Potrocco holding onto theirs. Now they pop it. They're looking for a lot. Already 3 members of Valhalla down. Make it 4. They're looking for the final one there of a team kill. But I believe G2D will be able to wall ride himself out of there.
Yeah, that's your one saving grace. But again, now this forward spawn going to be unlocked again. And likely this final fight, or at least it could be a final fight coming up here on this final corner. You really need to utilize this Kitsune Rush from Fox Liga. But of course, every ult you use is an ult you don't have in the next fight, especially when you're down this bad.
And Danny Fan finds G2D out early. A stick coming out from Kill Perfecta on the KGF. This is already looking great for Metha. Kill Perfecta finds Spooky as well. Now they're going after the Orisa there of Dirty. Dirty gets taken out by Danny Fan, who popped that overclock there. Now there's one person on the bot right now. It is Fox Liga. Fox Liga just trying to stall as long as they can there. Their whole team's going to have to come back out and regroup for what could be the final fight.
That was a brutal ult fight for both teams, but with Metha Gaming winning it out, they're going to get the ball around that final corner, and that's a disaster for Valhalla.
But Fox Liga able to find Danny Fan right back, kind of even stuff out right now. Sasso able to find Dirty, no tank left alive for Valhalla. Spooky out as well. Now he's got to get rid of the supports, and that's all that's stopping them from winning this map. G2D out. Now can anyone from Valhalla get back? They're trying to. They desperately are, but Metha blocking them out at their doors, as Metha will win Esperanza and win the series.
That was an exclamation point of a final showing there. Metha Gaming at the end there with a near flawless Esperanza game, showing that they're just at a level above what we've seen from them before, and they're ready to go through this playoffs. And I mean, if they keep playing like this, Dex, this is a team that goes to the final. This is a team that wins the whole darn thing.
Yeah, and they looked really strong. Pot Rocco coming back in and playing that Ramatra, a character that you thought we could see there. And it just seemed like Valhalla really didn't have a response for that Ramatra. It seemed like they just couldn't figure out how to play around it, and they really struggled because of it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, once you get that Nemesis form, you can be very aggressive and soak up a lot of damage. But even more crucially, once you get Annihilation, you know, it's gonzo. You're done. If you need to be contesting that point on the butt scratch, then you can't, because then you're just extending the ult. You need to take out the Ramatra. It's why it's such a painfully strong ultimate, even with it being nerfed and it doesn't last forever now. It's still very strong and lasts long enough to just devastate those big objective-based fights.
Yeah, so just looking at the maps right now, I mean, look at how close this series truly was. Like, we could talk about how Kings Row was a little bit back and forth, but Metha really was the better team on that map. But was an overall incredibly close series. I mean, the first map of Lijiang Tower could have gone Valhalla's way right now, and we could have been looking at a completely different series.
Yeah, absolutely. It is back and forth. I mean, don't take that last Esperanza map as an indicator of how the series went. That was the most one-sided map for Metha. The rest of the series, like you say, very back and forth. That Junkertown was a slobber knocker of a map, and that's where Valhalla got their point there. And, you know, for, you know, two teams that went 5-5, sorry, not 5-5, 5 maps last time we saw them, you can see why. They're very competitive against each other. I think Metha Gaming just had the edge today and just found what worked.
Yeah, I have to fully agree with you there. They found some weaknesses in Valhalla's armor and just essentially just kept on exposing them throughout this entire series, and that's why they're moving on to that next round.
Absolutely. Well, do not miss any of the rest of the streams for the CGL Season 11. EU GM scene is looking very sweet right now. Metha Gaming advancing forward, and they will be facing off against the opponents of Feud, right? It was Feud. Fure. I was so close. I was one letter off. Yeah, so they'll be facing Fure. Do not miss out on the future of this bracket because it's looking very, very good. I've been Geo, joined by Dex. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to laugh loud and love yourself, folks. Good night.